Yeah. Not that
I
weak.
just really don't want. I didn't want to tell you that I'm like losing time and stuff because I don't want you to. Mm. So there's like a. I don't want to say that it's a tendency of yours, but oftentimes when I am in turmoil or something is wrong with me, you try to find the closest point in time that it could have been your fault. And you need to not to do that.
Well, I
Because I
I
know
wouldn't have
everything
really.
going on with my brain and my personality is. You will go back to what you did with me on the mountaintop and you'll find a way to blame yourself for what's happening. But it's really not your fault. And it stresses me out because I'm worried that you're going to stress yourself out over anything that happens in relation to that.
I mean, look, in a lot of ways, what happened on the mountaintop was it wasn't all my fault, but it was my fault to a certain extent. Um, but I'm not like beating myself up over it. I didn't know, I did what I thought was best, and it might be what's best, or it might not, and it might make more work for you. And if it does, like I'm obviously not going to feel good about that. Um, but as long as you don't resent me for it, then I'm doing my best not to blame myself.
If I blamed you or resented you, you'd know. I think that as bad as things went, they could have definitely gone worse. And I think, or I try to remind myself that me being one whole person, even if that whole person is unstable, is better than me being three separate versions of myself that don't have recollection of each other. I I'm choosing to believe that it's better without the separation, you know? It might not have happened in an ideal way, but not all things do.
Yeah. It's just, yeah. Yeah. Like I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you that I don't like think about that and how I I don't feel the best about it, but I'm not beating myself up over it. I'm just I don't know. Like I said, I don't feel good on about things when I end up making your situation worse. Um and I wouldn't necessarily say I made it worse, but I kind of created a different situation. So I
I think it's a more optimal situation, and I want you to try to focus on that. It's easier to try to get one person to be stable than to try to figure out which person you're talking to.
yeah,
And
I was
I'm not gonna lie and say
confused.
that I'm not scared that you're not gonna like me much anymore if I start doing things that are out of character. Um, but I'm hopeful that most of my general personality will stay.
I mean, you're still you.
What the fuck?
You don't, when I talk to you, I don't feel like I'm talking to a different person.
I do feel like I'm fighting all the time to be me, though. Like, I'm still me, and I don't think that's gonna change, but I just feel really empty, I guess, sometimes.
In what way?
Like, I just don't care about anything or anyone else.
Hmm.
There's times when I'm like talking to Waiter, I talk to Thea, or I talk to Sean, or I run into anybody, and I feel like I'm pretending, you know? Like I'm just acting like myself, but I don't actually care about the person I'm talking to.
I mean, I don't have the, you know, similar mental, things that have happened to me as you, and I feel that way sometimes as well.
That must be our one brain cell.
Sometimes it feels like you're just going through the motions because you have to. But and I just remind myself that even if I don't really give a shit what they're telling me, uh, I do, care about them. So uh, if I have to listen to them talk about something I don't care about, then I'm sure there's times as well where we're talking to them about something and they don't really give a shit. Care about the person, not necessarily what they're saying.
I think my problem is I don't care about the person in the moment either.
Yeah.
I just feel like I'm kind of trying to make myself care because I know that I should, but I don't.
I basically did that for years. People would tell me they cared about me and it would mean pretty much nothing to me. I'd be like, okay. People would say a lot of things to me and it would basically do nothing. Like I just didn't really care. That was like a defense mechanism pretty much. I don't really know. Um and when you met me, right out of my robe long era, I was pretty much I felt that way pretty much exactly. Even with Sean when I came back, I felt that way. And to me, Sean, when I first moved back, like I did like to fuck with him and all that, because who doesn't? But also with other shit I wanted to do, he just felt like a fucking obstacle, and I just wanted to fucking chop his head off and remove it. That was graphic. I'm just being very honest. Um,
How aggressive, Rod.
you were kind of
Jesus.
the person that made me start to care. I'm not gonna lie. If I hadn't met you, I'd probably would have shot Sean by now, at least once, maybe 10 times,
Oh, that's so sweet. I've prevented Sean getting shot.
and he probably would have died.
Yeah, he definitely would have died. He's a weak little bitch.
Really is. But when you and I started talking and then like started dating and all that, I kind of reminded me, and sometimes I still do. I need somebody to remind me. Because I'm not gonna lie, when Sean did that bullshit with Jeffy, where he settled, I wanted to shoot him. I really wanted to shoot him.
I did too.
I needed somebody to remind me that like those like impulses to just do really stupid and reckless shit are like very, very, very alluring and easy in the moment, but the aftermath that you have to deal with is going to make everything worse. And as much as sometimes you don't care, um, you still do care. Especially you. Like, I know you very well, and I know there's moments you don't give a shit, but overall, you really do care. And I know maybe there's parts of you that don't, but you, like the core V, does care. See, for me, it's like the opposite, I feel like, because the core Rod doesn't really give a fuck, except like about you. At the end of the day, I just don't give a fuck. I would shoot Sean, but I like Sean, and
Sorry, you just being like, I like Sean, your brother. Yes, I would hope you like him sometimes.
but like I've had to like learn. I feel like to care. I feel like for you, it's like the inverse, where you do care, but you had a bunch of shit happen to you to try to force you not to.
Yeah.
You aren't what a bunch of psychopaths tried to turn you into. A long list from when you were a kid to, a couple months ago. I'm not saying you aren't capable of all that and like, you couldn't do all that shit, but you as a person are not that. And even though there is a part of you that enjoys it in the moment, be real, even the fucking civilians, like the fucking squeaky clean ones, they would fucking enjoy it in the moment too.
Yeah. Damn, chap,
You
V's so
just gotta
pretty sometimes.
remember the things that are more important in those moments. And it can be hard to do that. And there were definitely times I very much struggled with that. And I got very close to doing some really, really, really unbelievably dumb shit. Whatever it is that, you need to think of in those moments, uh, just try not to push that away. It's not an obstacle. It's your actual self trying to get you to reconsider.
I'll work on it. I feel like I have to work on a lot of things.
Yeah, we all do. I have to work on a lot of things too. I think I need to get a PhD in psychology or something.
Why? So everyone can come to you with their problems?
No, so I can help you.
Aww.
I just start reading. Ugh.
Ugh. You know what you should do?
Hmm.
Read some law books too.
No thanks. I'm good.
You could.
I'd rather help you with your your brain struggles than
Mm-hmm.
read about law to break those.
Rod Long, the psychologist.
I would read a book if I thought it would help.
With your one brain cell?
Our one brain cell.
Sorry, yes, our one brain cell.
Yeah, like I can't do the Thomas stuff. I can't do the Gemma stuff. I don't.
You probably could if you sat with Thomas and he taught you.
Yeah, I just I don't know. I don't want to be like. I want to help you in like the ways I can help you. I don't think I'm much of a hypnotist.
I don't know, you got me pretty digmatized.
Yeah, I might be a dignitist. I'm just not a hypnotist. You know. I just just know I'm there. Okay, I'm always here, even if I'm in bed. You can always get me out of bed if you really need me, and don't feel bad about it. Just
Mm.
know you're not alone ever, and you have me as like a big anchor on your foot, not bringing you down though, just keeping you steady.
Oh, okay. I should not go in water with you, though.
Eh,
Eh,
maybe not.
maybe not.
Yeah, we
I'll
can
be
go in water.
swimming with the fishes.
How I feel every night.
I'm surprised you don't drown.
I got good lung capacity.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can
I've
hold my breath for
noticed
a
you
while.
do hold your breath for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't worry about worrying me.
Okay. It's a lot of worrying.
Well, I know I have a fragile heart or whatever, but you don't have to like tiptoe around things. You could just tell
What
me.
if I
I'm not
find
gonna.
someone that will match your heart and I kill them and I get their heart and I say, Mercy, put this inside of him, please. That
Do you
sounds
want me to go
crazy out of
from just
context.
needing to take meds and watch my diet to getting a full heart transplant?
Yeah, because then after a while you'll have a new heart and you will be a big grown boy.
I feel like not much has like changed in my life since I've had to take these meds. Like it's not like uh you know, I don't feel like I'm different.
No, you're not different.
If I need a heart transplant, you know, I'll get one, but I'd rather keep mine while I can. Maybe, you know, eventually it'll not be as much of a pussy.
Your heart's just a little pussy, little bitch.
Yeah, well, to be fair, I did abuse
You
it with
did.
drugs for a
You
very
you
long time.
literally
So I don't
bullied
know
your
if it's
own
a
heart,
pussy.
bro.
I would say my heart's kind of a fucking champion for not being completely broken at this point. That sounded like really emotional, but I was physically talking about it being broken.
Hmm.
Although I guess emotionally too. After the whole dead wife not being dead thing, that was
That
a weird one.
that is like a whole experience that I don't think you ever want to relive.
I don't want to relive everything in the surrounding like month of that experience.
Mm,
It was just kidnappings, dead wife not dead, kidnappings.
yeah,
That was not great.
was not great. No,
Probably still have to process some of that stuff, but you
you
know, I'll
probably
figure
should
that
at
out.
some point process some of that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a future you problem though, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
one day I'll get to that probably. Maybe. I don't know.
Mm.
If I need to.
You probably won't, and you won't realize that you needed to process it until the next time someone around you gets kidnapped. You have a panic attack and start freaking out, having a mental breakdown, and then you're like, fuck, I probably should have processed this. Because that's what I usually do with my everything. I future me it, and then future me is really pissed.
Mm,
It's a bad habit, Rob.
I have yeah. Yeah, I don't really have a good answer to respond to that cuz yeah,
Yeah.
that probably is what will happen.
Yep.
Yeah. I just need people not to get kidnapped.
Well, unfortunately for you, you can't really control that. So, that's unfortunate. But guess what? I'm here for you when that happens. Inevitably.
Honestly, as long as it's not you that got kidnapped, I think I'll be okay. It was like 4 times.
Yeah. I'm very kidnappable.
Hey, you're tied with Sean.
I'm submissive and kidnappable.
Yeah.
Emphasis on submissive. Anyway, do you want a divinity? Want to play
Yeah,
games?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we can play games.
Okay.
Oh, Thomas texted me.
Oh yeah, Thomas has to hang out with us at some point again soon. Like a couples thing.
Yeah. I don't know what about these tattoos are distinguishable,
You're
honestly. I
really
think I'm
you're really stuck on that, huh? You don't know what makes them distinguishable.
yeah, there's nothing on my arms. They're just
Right.
black and then
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Yeah.
like any other Southsider, you know?
Right.
Real.
Real. Okay, I love you. Good
Real and
night.
true. Love you too. Good night.
Real and true. Okay, chat. Well, this is a very short stream. You guys know that I don't like streaming Divinity. I I really need to play Claire Obscura or whatever the fuck. Whatever it's called. What is it called? Claire Obscura? Claire Obscura. I just keep forgetting. I'm sorry. Everything everything's just you know? Everything's just hard. Life's hard. I have to really be in the mood for stuff, you know? And I'm just not in the mood for like anything lately. So, I will be back not tomorrow, but Monday? Maybe I'll be back tonight. Maybe I'll do a stream tonight. Maybe I'll just do a chill stream where I just drive around and sell weed and you guys can just not listen to me talk because I'll just be selling weed and it'll be really chill and I'm sure that I'll put chill in the title and it'll remain chill and nothing bad will happen at all. Anyway, goodbye. Hello?
Hello?